Barbara Walters, who I think that at 85 is absolutely still at the top of her game when it comes to interviewing, interviewed David Koch. Koch brother, big Republican supporter. And the Koch brothers have increasingly been trying to kind of fly under the radar of the social progressives by saying, hey, I'm really just a libertarian. Yes, my fiscal views are very conservative, but on social issues, I really am liberal. And that's exactly what David Koch tried to tell Barbara Walters during an interview that they did for Barbara Walters does this Most Fascinating People of the Year. And by the way, some of the people on that list, not at all fascinating. But putting that aside for a second, Barbara Walters at least made an attempt to hold David Koch accountable for what he's saying. Let's take a look.
You are not well liked primarily because of your very conservative politics. Describe your political point of view.
Well, I'm basically a libertarian, and I'm a conservative on economic matters, and I'm a social liberal.
You support gay rights. You support a woman's right to choose, but conservative candidates you support, many of them, do not have those views.
Well, that's their problem. I do have those views. What I want these candidates to do is to support a balanced budget. And I'm very worried that if the budget is not balanced, that inflation could occur and the economy of our country could suffer terribly.
So the candidates you support are because of their fiscal policies, most important.
That's exactly right, now, Barbara. I'm really focused intensely on economic and fiscal issues, because if those go bad, the country as a whole suffers terribly.
All right, so it was somewhat of a softball call out here of David Koch, but it was still a call out nonetheless. And David Koch said that's their problem in terms of, listen, you donate to candidates who you may care about their fiscal views, but they have very conservative social views as well. And David Koch saying that's their problem. This is actually more interesting than a superficial analysis might suggest, because we all, if we contribute to a cause or to a candidate, would likely have some disagreement with some of the policies of that candidate. So it's not actually a crazy thing for David Koch to say, I'm focused on the fiscal issues. That's what I prioritize, and thus I'm going to contribute to the candidates that agree with me on fiscal issues. And if we don't agree on other issues, those aren't as important. So that's actually a valid point of view, I would say. And everyone I voted for, I don't agree with on every comment, every position, every piece of their platform. At the same time, though, they are promoting social goals that are completely antithetical to what David Koch claims to support. So it kind of is his problem in the sense that when you are contributing at this level, where your contributions can quite literally decide whether a candidate wins or loses, do you not have some greater responsibility to recognize when you're supporting something that you claim to oppose, claims to be a social liberal, and truly supports with millions and millions of dollars candidates that want some of the strictest abortion bans, that are straight up anti-gay, that want religion being taught in schools and public schools, etc. Does the level of responsibility change when you're contributing money to the extent that David Koch is? And to be honest, I'm asking the question not rhetorically. I actually want to know what you think, because I'm not exactly sure what the answer should be. Twitter.com/dpakman. Follow me on Twitter. Great program for you today.